Back here inside the Malolos Sports and Convention Center, and yes, we are entering a fifth set. Unsurprisingly, with this tandem, are we even surprised? But let's just go back and look back at that fourth set. Let's look into some history. Chef's Classics, they had momentum from the third, but coming into the fourth, medyo dikit. We had several deadlocks, courtesy of some faults, some freebies, and some good hits. But at the tail end of that, it was just cruise control for Choco Mucho for maintaining their lead and bringing us here to a fifth set.
Yeah, for me, it really boiled down to the latter part of that fourth set. It was close. The scores were pretty close. But basically, it's Choco Mucho just wanting to push this to a fifth set. They woke up at the right time there in the fifth set. Just enough muscle to actually win that. You can see attacks 15-10. So far, whoever leads in that department attacking really wins the set of 15-10. Service and blocks will negate each other opponent's errors. Lady Red Spikers with more. So you can see Lady Red Spikers has the tendency to commit more unforced errors. So looking at the fifth set, and you know that they have to check.
And this also just proves that Chef's Classics is quite improving, because at the first round, they just finished, Choco Mucho easily swept this in 4.
Yeah.
And in the second round, we're at 5 sets. So character development for their squad. But the question for Choco Mucho is also if they have developed themselves to know how to close their 5-setter matches. Because so far, they haven't won any game that they had that extended to a 5th set. Even though they were the ones catching up, any storyline that you put out there, talagang hirap silang isa yung 5th set.
Yeah, that's one thing that they want to go over the hump of that, that curse of that 5th set. And the way to do it really is to start out strong. Don't let the breaks of the game toward the latter part dictate. You have to fight for the points.
We start 5th set with a serve from Masangkay. Masangkay has been very lethal in the service line earlier, giving some hard serves, but unsurprisingly, Kat Tolentino gets the first point, draws first blood for Choco Mucho. So far, leading scorers for the Chef's Classics, Lady Red Spiker, 16 points for Veray, 15 for Oliveros. On the other side, 32 points, so Tolentino adds 3 points in that last set, and Hikilianak behind her with 12 points.
I like really the attitude of Kat Tolentino. Aside from the error.
Yeah.
No, I mean, before that, she was able to kill it. The set came from the back. It's the hardest to get. She's still able to score the point for...
Maraming timing kasi kailangan.
Exactly.
Tempo, timing and all. Paras will now serve. Sangkay chooses Tolentino from the open side.
The line.
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, and it's actually for both sides, you're gonna know that this is going to be a Kat Tolentino
show.
Yeah.
So the question is, will the Chef's Classics be able to prevent that from happening? Will they be able to become showstoppers to the Kat Tolentino show, as Isa Veray says, ako din ang bida dito sa kabila.
Yeah, being solid there. But it's also an Olivero, so if you can make a couple of stops against Kat Tolentino. We've seen games where I think Choco Mucho was against Paco Pergas. A couple of blocks by
Kathy Bersola.
Kind of changed.
Yeah, and I remember I got to interview Kat about that, and she said she knew she was the marked woman that game, na talagang binantayan, inaral siya ni Kathy.
Oh.
So, in the same way, Oliveros, who has had good hands against Kat, has to step up as well here. So they go to Isa Veray, too low.
3.
The set was too far from the net. Medyo nalunod.
Masyadong buka. But we know that girl has a lot of heart going in to this match, going into this 5th set as well. As you see, Erica Gel Alquino has been very steady for the Flying Titans.
Oh, what a serve.
Inangat ni Cuevas. Free ball, bibigay dito ni Ella on the other side. Sangkay goes to running. Nakahuli, pero nakalusot. Si Shannon Palak.
You know, her percentages should be high. I mean, she doesn't get a lot of sets, but when she does, especially in today's game, she scores the point.
As Coach Mesho Gavino calls timeout, let's listen to this.
Ako na uli ha. Discarte mo, Vic. Ha, discarte ako. Malayo pa yan ha. Tara, 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 tara.
Chop, chop! Balik! Dalawa na lang ha.
Huwag sukuan. Kaya pa natin yan. Muling reminders ni Coach Mesho Gavino. Sa kabilang panig, we're seeing a very solid timeout on the side of Choco Mucho.
Solid.
Oh, kasi everyone was praying. You know how...
They're trying to ward off the curse.
The curse, oo. Pangontra sa di umano'y sumpa.
Oh.
Picked up by Angeles. They go up to Oliveros on that quick. And that ball ping-ponged from Hekeliana and Alquino on that last rally. But let's go to this report by Ai Tinsay.
Sinjinarine, ayon kay Coach O ng Choco Mucho Flying Titans, asa kanila ang momentum kaya naman dapat hindi na nila ito bitawan. Hindi na raw dapat sila maisahan. At tamang depensa raw ang kailangan para tapatan ang Lady Red Spikers. Ball awareness and team execution ang focus ng Titans for this last set. Kaya tingnan natin kung sino ang magsasara ng 5-setter na ito. Back to you, Sinjinarine.
Maraming salamat, Ai. At yun nga yung kaabang-abang. Sino nga ba ang makakasaya nito? Because they seem to be toe-and-toe at several of the parts of this game. But let's see. So far, Choco Mucho up by 2 points. As we see this mishit coming from Ella Veray.
You know the importance really of this 5th set for Chef's Classics. It's actually your first win of the conference. For Choco Mucho, it's to break that curse nga, so to speak, no? Yung 5th set.
Curse, di umano.
Di umano. And then the losing streak, ano na ba yung losing streak na?
Well, they've lost at least their last 2 games, but
The 2-5 setters.
yeah, the 2 5-setters. So, but back to our ball game.
Serving for the Lady Red Spikers.
5-4. Chef's Classics trying to catch up here.
3 points for Choco
She's
Mucho.
been struggling. When we talk about serve specialists, a couple of serves that have gone wide.
Serving for Choco Mucho.
Oh, good serve.
Double touch.
Setting error there, but credit really to the serve of Kina
7,
Kiliana.
4.
As per my unofficial count, they seem to be at a 5 yeah 5-game losing streak.
5.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know when that happens, the hard part about it is a team will really
Balls
lose the
out.
confidence.
Yep.
What's going on? Why are we losing?
4.
But let's go to, as we switch courts here, because I'm reviewing their games. Their first game was against Bali Pure. They won it in 3 sets, talking about Choco Mucho. And then after that, they faced Pacific Town Army, they lost. And then after that, they faced Chef's Classics, they won.
Okay.
So those are their 2 wins. And then after that, was all losses. So their scorecard coming into this match was 2-6, 2 wins and 6 losses.
Serving for Choco Mucho.
As
Number 18, Kim.
we continue with a 4-point advantage for Kim Hekeliana and the rest of the Flying Titans. Cuevas goes to a quick bantay sarado ni Palek. Picked up by Hekeliana on the other side. They go to running Shannon. Single block.
Oh, good.
Good block
Good
there.
cover.
But good block there coming. That was a good cover. The first ball was good, but they were able to put it across. Choco Mucho trims it to a 3-point disadvantage, Noreen.
Well, you know, if you're Chef's Classics, you want that, no? A couple of stops lang, a couple of good blocks. You're not out of it, you're just down by 3 points.
Tino.
That's a girl you can't stop.
9,
Front row, back row, anywhere, service line, she's been scoring today. Kat Tolentino.
You really have to study her, the art of blocking
Yeah.
Kat Tolentino. She's tall, she's athletic, diba? And the
Yeah.
sets are high. Sometimes when you're a blocker, parang,
May
am I
delay,
gonna
iba yung
jump?
timing. Ngayon na ba?
Parang, why am I going down? She's going up.
But so far, in their last game against Bangkok, you've mentioned it, it has been Kathy who has been able to guard her efficiently as they go up. She's a
She
very...
studied that in med school.
Yeah. Inaral yung movement ni Kat sa ortho. They go to Juanillo on the side of Chef's Classics. They go up on the other side and choose Kat Tolentino who doesn't get it across. Back to a 3-point disadvantage for the Lady Red Spikers.
Yeah, you can see that approach medyo she stopped. As a coach will always say, tuloy mo yung approach mo when you're doing spiking. She kind of stopped a bit and that
May
changed
hesitation.
yeah. And that changed the timing of that hit.
Bien Juanillo will now serve for Chef's Classics. As they try to catch up here with a 3-point disadvantage. Picked up there by Bang. They go up to the open side. Chamberte. Under the ball. No touch.
7-9.
And this is trimmed down to a 2-point advantage. Coach Oliver acknowledging that this is quite close and calls a timeout. Let's listen in.
We don't have to hurry things. Kanina yung atake, hindi mo kailangan madaliin yun. Tiyagain natin. Girls, ang labanan, you have to be determined. Tiyagaan. Huwag tayong mainip. Pagka nabalikan, akala natin tapos na. Balikan ang bola, tiyagaan sa balikan. Because namang tayo sa block, itatak eh. Now, kung itatapon natin yung bola, wala tayong laban sa tapon ng bola. Again, hindi baling mahipo. Merong babalik sa atin ng bola, aggressive. And we have to execute properly. Do you understand? Hey, if you want it, you have to get it and ask for it. Let's go!
Just 2 points for Chef's Classics to tie this fifth.
Asking for it has been the theme of every Oliver Almagro timeout. It's like it's their bloodline already.
As they cheered the Titan pride.
Yep. Let's see if today their wish will be granted. As they get a freebie with a service fault coming from the Lady Red Spikers.
And then that's a great timeout by Coach Oliver, freezing the server.
Well, he's asking for it. Masangkay will serve. Picked up by Ella. They go up to the opposite side with Paras. On the other side, they choose Kat Tolentino. Chef's Classics goes to Isa. Becca goes to the running Paras. Iangat ni Bang papunta naman kay Kat Tolentino. Great save.
Yeah.
Oh, Tolentino winning the joust there. Showing that height is might.
The joust at the left.
Yeah, it's hard to have that joust against a Kat Tolentino. Good effort though on the side of Viray.
A lot of resilience we've been seeing on the side of Isa Viray. But right now, Coach Mesho Gavino wants to check things with them.
Pwede yan. Pag walang pasa, dos lang si Isa. Okay? Hindi ko pwede yung hypo ng nakaabang na yung utak ng blocker eh. B, pa-slide, tapos press hit na. Kasi pagka nag-commit sa big rig, bigay mo yung trace. Pagka hindi, bigay mo yung trace niya. Yun lang kasi play.
Hindi pa tapos.
Is the score during the fifth and final set. Choco Mucho on top.
And
This is number 7.
reminders about how to acknowledge the right blockers on the other side. Sinabi na hindi daw pwede masyado mataas yung bigay ni Becca, especially if Tolentino is in the blocking side. Illegal back row attack will be called against Masangkay there.
And that tried. Yeah, I have to give it her. She tried, but the reception was really too sharp for the net.
Back to a 3-point disadvantage.
Okay, so there is now in front for Chef's Classics.
Masangkay goes to Tolentino, open side. Picked up
dig.
there. What dig there. Veray adjusting on the other side. They choose Berte. Berte! Finding that spot in zone 6.
She gets a chest pump from Aquino because that's a timely hit by Berte.
Ako'y nasaktan. Shang will be serving. They're 3 points away from winning their first 5-setter match. They go up and choose Juanillo. Juanillo connects and works. Rather, Isa Veray connects and works. Resha Gavino still very chill.
Yeah, no, whatever happens in this match, you have to be happy with the performance of Chef's Classics. Of course you want to win.
Yep, but there's already a bit of development here.
Oh, you can see that. Yeah. There's improvement. Yeah. But of course you want to win.
They go up to Tolentino. That's going to be costly.
13-9.
As BDL comes in for Erica Jel Alcuino. She joked about this earlier. Sabi niya she's gonna be a service specialist today. And it seems like she's gonna be serving for the last 2 points, hopefully, for their squad. Let's see. Unless Isa Veray and the rest of Chef's Classics have something to say about this.
What a serve!
Becca goes to Isa. Denied there. They go up to Ella on the opposite side. Dig by Bea. Tolentino off the net. Cross.
13.
Sir, lalokoy na natin si Bea. Serve specialist na. Nagdidig pa.
Defense specialist pa.
Much to the delight of her fans. I was actually wondering why the people were cheering. I didn't see her.
Yeah. As Balek converts and brings Choco Mucho to their first match point advantage.
So, let's see if they will actually end the curse and this losing streak.
But we haven't ended their curse yet.
We still have tomorrow.
Yeah, let's check that out tomorrow. But Oliveros says they're still alive. 11-14, down by 3. Perfect game for Chef's Classics.
Yeah.
Perfect services coming from Oliveros dapat. Match point pa din. Para sa kabilang panig. Iris Oliveros on the serve.
Good serve.
Sharp serve there. They go up. Tolentino, will she finish? And she does! Choco Mucho finally breaks their drought from 5 sets. And show tightened right here.
Yeah, and finally breaks nga that curse, that streak.
Yep, that losing skid. Ano na po ang Choco Mucho Flying Titans. They get another win. They're now up 3 wins
32-34.
after today's match. They
3-6.
now stand at 3-6.
Yeah, but if you're Chef's Classic, again, we mentioned it earlier, no? You
Nothing to be shy of.
Yeah, you have to be happy with the way you played. That day you lost in 4 sets, now in 5 sets. You know, like I always say, baby steps for a young team.
Of course. Well, both teams are very young, but now Chef's Classics showed more resilience in today's match. After a 5-game, after losing several games, they now show up again, and we'll get to know our player of the game soon. But let's just review the match, Noreen. Great performance from both squads still. But here's our player of the game, none other than Katrina May Tolentino. 36 big points, besting her last performance
Did you
of
even
33.
doubt?
I'm not doubting, but I think I'm expecting because of you. Because of your
No way.
expectation for her.
You better
to-
tell her, her next game, the sub performance yan.
This is
55
low,
na.
Okay, but still, what a performance for their scoring machine. Coming up next, Balipure faces Pacific Town Army, and I'll still see you for that match. But on behalf of our panel at large, Ai Tinsay, and of course my partner Noreen Go, our director, Direct Al Neri, we'd like to thank you for watching another edition of your Premier Volleyball League Open Conference.